Hey everybody,
I'm Adam.
I'm Sam,
And I'm Will, and we are
Working Title! Alrighty y'all, we're back for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. This is episode 48, The Oath in the Tunnel. Last on, Ed, Greed, and the two chimeras met up with, that was nice, Will, met up with Hohenheim in a little village. You guys are distracting me.
Sorry.
Ed and his squad met up with Hohenheim, which then they were attacked by Pride disguised as Alphonse.
one of the coolest designs in the show.
That was actually pretty cool.
as well as Gluttony.
And Gluttony showed up. I lost my mind. when Gluttony
Times
showed
2
up.
speed.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Ed-
we didn't even
Ed
defeat
gave-
them.
Ed got the backstory on his dad.
Yeah, he got the rundown that Alphonse got, basically explaining his origin story. I don't know if he told him where he's been all this time, but Promise Day is on its way.
And possibly a traitor in the East. Not a traitor. Someone that really wants to take over Grumman.
Oh,
Grumman.
yeah. Yeah.
Rat.
So guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Leave a like on it. If you've enjoyed this series so far, comment down below. Tell us what your favorite moments from the working title have been so far. Make sure, if you haven't watched the playlist, that you go and support this playlist. Subscribe to the channel to help us not only get to 50K, but also just to support us in the long run. We might even do Fullmetal Alchemist, the original series, one day, if you stay long enough.
Maybe.
Make sure you go check out the Patreon to see what we have going on for early access. We're currently running through Demon Slayer. Arcane is wrapping up. It's probably done by this point, so forgive that.
Yeah.
But also Fullmetal's on that list. And we don't know. I think Stranger Things is going to be joining us on that list as well, so also check that out. And most importantly, go and support this show on any streaming service and then come back and watch your boys. We're going to get started.
Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, Lanfan's back!
Lan Fan. Right. I feel so bad for forgetting that.
Oh,
And she pieces him up.
yeah. Oh my god, he's bleeding so much.
Will you stop killing me? I don't want to die anymore.
I feel like that's the most he's talked and articulated. Damn.
Oh. Oh my god, he's keeping his head together. Is this Ling or Greed?
He gave it over to Ling.
If his eyes are closed, it's lame.
Oh, right.
But look! We can catch up later. Let's finish him off.
Or not closed, but they look closed.
Why won't you just let me eat you already?
Oh. Suck on that.
Another reason why that arm is a little bit better than Ed's.
That's so woman you got. I didn't know you were such a stud. You've been hiding her all this time.
I'm full of surprises. I don't get it. It's so
No.
weird. So how do you know where I am? You can't see me.
Your chi.
Hey, look at her go!
Oh.
Damn!
Whoa.
How did she level up in her time off?
That arm, bro.
Great.
She's better
Don't-
than like Ed and Ling together.
Do not open your stomach again.
Look at that!
The ruler of Shin controls the chi, known as the Dragon's Pulse. This knowledge allows him to govern the flow of our kingdom.
Is Fu here too? Yeah, he is.
Personal servants of our ruler, we too are trained to read the flow of chi. Not only that, we're also trained to act in the darkness.
I recognize that voice.
Old man Phil.
Welcome back.
Long time no see, huh, kid?
I still can't see you, Fu. But wait, how are you able to find us?
We've been hiding out in Central trying to keep an eye on things for a while now.
So
The whole
We
time.
detected several large chi converging out here, so we followed them. There are two enormous forms of chi battling nearby.
That must be greed. or
Greed.
gluttony.
Where's Pride?
Greed, huh? The one who swallowed the young lord. And then There's another large chi within the forest.
Where's that?
Kill that thing.
Oh, the lion's fighting him.
There's one more in the settlement nearby. And
Oh,
there's something
Hohenheim.
disquieting about that one. It seems to draw the others in comparison.
That's probably its father.
Yep.
So?
He is the originals.
Are you saying that your father isn't human?
And trust me, he's the least of our concerns right now.
Yeah.
We've got to figure out how to deal
Or
with
is
the
he?
monkey.
Oh man.
You don't have to worry about gluttony. Lan Fan's dealing with him.
Lan Fan is fighting gluttony?
Yeah.
Hold on. It hasn't even been a full 7 months since her automail was attached.
That was 7 months ago.
That's crazy, old man. She's not gonna last
Really?
without help.
That's what he said.
Hold. Bada bing, bada boom.
I said not to worry.
Dead.
We have resources besides hand-to-hand combat.
Give us some water.
They're
Hell
ninjas, dude.
yeah. They got some gunpowder.
Oh no, you need to put that out.
Jedi.
Who's this fucking Gandalf looking ass over here?
Damn. Alright.
Bro, that dude's creating shadows.
That's true.
What?
Tell me something. What all do you have besides explosives?
All sorts of things.
Kunai.
Tear gas
Magic.
bombs, flash bombs, flares.
Dude, look how different Ed
The lights
looks.
are starting to come back on.
It's wild.
Which means Pride can use the shadows again.
We need to get over there and help Michael.
Yeah.
Heiko.
Can you help me? I need you to detect Pride's chi and lead me to it. I could really use your help, old man.
Yeah. Kill
So
him
old.
today.
So much
Kill him
older.
today.
I'll do what I can.
Ben,
On this day.
Do or do not.
watch yourself, kid.
There is no try.
Don't forget what pride is, alright?
It's true.
The literal devil. Man, I'm proud of the lion for doing this well, for being a side character.
Heiko. I hate that he's not like, ah!
He's not even like taking damage. Really.
Yeah.
He's just like.
He's too prideful to show that he's losing
That's true.
or being hurt. Pride, probably.
That makes a good point.
Look how he's standing
What do
too.
I have to do to make you stay dead?
He's not even looking at him.
No
Fuck.
concern.
That was a tough look. We haven't seen that shot in a long
That's,
time.
That's like
that is
episode
the
one.
episode 1 shot. I've noticed a lot of our animes have been doing that recently. I think Demon Slayer took a shot from one of its first episodes too.
Madam
I
Christmas.
say your hunch was right on the money.
Your favorite character.
Yeah.
He may look like a cute little brat, but Celine Bradley's
Yeah.
not human.
How old
Look at that, 1855.
20
Whoa.
years. And this one is over 50 years old.
Yeah.
With a government official in every one of these.
They've got plenty of records showing that he was born and raised there, but I couldn't find a single resident who's even seen the Bradley family. Their mansion is just a hollow facade, and of course there aren't any relatives.
So what does the mom know about
I
this?
appreciate
Right.
this, Madam
Is she
Christmas.
part of it?
Could
Or
have
is she
been
just
easy to
super
get this
naive?
intel.
Yeah. Although, as soon as I found out Celine Bradley wasn't human, well, my exhaustion didn't seem to matter anymore. I gotta wonder, how hasn't any of this gotten out before?
Exactly.
How do no citizens
Because
see
he has a
this?
father named King, who happens to be the most powerful man in the country.
That's a good point.
They can hide anything they want, fabricate anything.
Yeah, but you can't erase memories.
You can shut up people that are going to talk about it though.
There's-
And there are people in the inner circle who've probably seen Celine.
Their whole lives.
Yeah,
He's
most
holding
likely.
down. Alright, now do like the go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
No!
Why?
Someone out there?
Oh, God.
Stir!
You've ruined it. You've ruined it.
Shit.
Murder.
Oh. They're dead. Oh no, that's wonderful.
like the worst thing that can happen.
Run.
I'm glad they shed some light for us. Now let's shed some of your blood. Goodbye,
Scorpion.
Just in the nick of time, Pops.
Remember, they can't kill Ed.
Who would have thought a little kid like this could be a homunculus? I admit you fooled me, Celine Bradley.
Remember the library?
Appearances
Yeah.
rarely show the whole truth. Isn't that right, little alchemist? Now where were you?
Little fella.
Who are you calling little? Who are they?
The feds.
Here come the men in black.
Where is he?
Where's Mustang?
He's still in the bar. He doesn't usually spend this much time in there.
The Fuhrer's train's been blown up.
The woman who owns the bar, Madam Christmas. Her real name is Chris Mustang. She's his foster mother.
That is the dumbest thing. He's fine, he's fine. That came out of nowhere, but...
There it goes. My poor little chateau.
My poor
I'm
guy.
sorry it had to be this way, but I'll buy you a new one.
I feel like I heard them say it's his father. Am I crazy?
You've
Foster
got some
mother.
time to do
Okay.
it. It's probably best.
Christine Mustang. Christy.
Of course you're worried about them. Well, don't concern yourself too much. They're off sunbathing in an exotic locale, and I doubt they're thinking of you.
All the strippers.
Now get focused.
Let's
There's
go
too much
there.
at stake. You need to be
Please.
thinking about saving this.
That's where we need to be right now.
Yes.
Times of trying.
Minus Chris G. Mustang. Krusty Mustang.
And the next time I see you, you better not be inside a body bag and marked as a dissident. I won't be happy with you.
Thanks for everything, madam.
Gang.
I promise that I'll repay you.
Peace.
MVP.
I really wish you'd stop treating me like a kid one of these days.
Mom.
Yeah.
All right then. Guess I better get moving.
Or you can chill there.
I guess
Fullmetal
a nice
Alchemist.
So
location.
fire, dude.
Yeah.
He should like be like a starfish and be able to swim too. They have two.
About time, Colonel.
Squad up! Hashtag squad goals!
Keep up with
The
this
Glizzy and
fast
Fury.
I'll take them as a sign of confidence.
The glizzy.
Made sure that you weren't following.
Yeah, hot dogs, right?
Yeah, it was like his thing.
Guy would have alerted us.
His thing.
What are the Bradley status?
I've got the entire family's itinerary for the next 3 days.
The
Fuhrer
hot dog,
went
the
to
radio,
observe
and the
the
glass.
East. Celine joined him for the trip as well.
Is Reza glassing?
Mm-hmm.
Then you haven't heard the news. The Fuhrer's train was destroyed, with the Fuhrer riding in it.
We will believe it when we see it.
Old man Grumman doesn't like to take any chances, does he?
It's like you really just can't kill off them. I mean, he's been like one of the main characters in the show for bad characters, bad guys for so long. He's not dead.
Is the Eastern Battalion
I know he's not dead. Don't do this to me.
Don't do this to me. Is
I'm
Lust
just,
coming back?
I'm more so curious, like, how will he appear? I would like Lust
Once
to
in a lifetime
return.
chance, or we're walking into a trap.
It doesn't really make a difference. We've got to see this thing through.
Yes. We have to do this.
Your orders, sir.
Whatever action we may take, we're heading straight for the battlefield. And no matter the outcome,
This is so high.
there's no turning back.
That's right!
Even if we win, this mission still won't be close to completion. Not until we rebuild this nation. With me as the Fuhrer, we'll still have the task of setting things right. In other words, I'm only giving you a single order to obey. Don't die. Understood?
I'm so happy.
Roger.
Sir!
2/4 of you were on my list.
Will's been doing this a lot in our reactions, and I love it. Ah! I love that shit.
What is this? Why can't I cut him?
Look at that.
Why are you trying to cut him?
chest plate.
I love it.
Looks like I made the right decision by keeping my northern automail after all. This carbon fiber base has turned out to be pretty handy.
Yeah, baby.
A carbon base?
Shut up, baby.
So we've taken
Oh.
the cue from greed.
Look at that.
Back
Wow.
to greed then.
It's cool that the eyes fill in at the eye
Not
spot.
giving up, are you?
Well, it filled in like everywhere too.
Yeah.
They showed that.
You brought this on yourself.
Oh, this fucking mark. You can threaten him with the mark.
Ew. Look at the eyes down below.
I figured this might be
Look at that. I knew it was 3. I thought it was
Unless you
3.
wanted to
Yeah.
slow your brother.
That's cool.
Now, old man!
All
Flashbang.
Flash! Oh, how does that work?
Nice.
Oh, run! Take the bro.
Wow. Look at that. It's hurting him.
I feel so bad for this.
You
fucker.
really shouldn't.
No, but it's sad to see him like try.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're giving up or not giving out. You know what I mean?
Why is her arm shaking like that?
It hasn't been 7 months to recover.
Oh.
It's probably
To
like
get
not
used
even
to it.
attached.
Yeah.
I love how powerful this stun grenade is. This is awesome. We need one of those in Call of Duty.
Ow! He's not conscious. You gotta get him out of here now.
Yes.
Positive he's not still possessed.
Yeah, I've noticed that if you sever a part of their body, it disintegrates into dust.
Yep.
The flash bomb severed the shadows holding Al's body, so he's free from Frank's grasp.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. I like seeing Celine scared.
Whoa.
So what is it? What?
What does that mean for him being detached from it?
I guess it's no different than
You're pushing your
Cutting the
luck.
limbs off.
when it was all dark.
That.
They really roughed you up.
Yeah, but only because Greed and that girl weren't fighting fair. They were both doing something so they could see me in the dark.
Shut the hell
Is
up.
that so? She must be the warrior from Shin, the one Wrath had an encounter with.
Yep.
She can sense our presence. And Greed must have turned his body over to the Shinese prince in order to do the same. How pathetic.
You're outmatched.
Oh no.
Gluttony. How many times have they killed you now?
I lost count. But I know it was a lot, though.
They've beaten me up pretty badly as well.
Oh no.
The way things are going.
I know what's
There's a
happening.
very real chance they might annihilate us.
Oh no.
Yeah, but that's okay, because
Oh
will fix us.
no.
And then take his life force. They can take more of themselves together, right? They can be combined. Like Father puts him inside him.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, that's like Helsing. That's like Alucard shit.
Don't eat me! It hurts! Please help me!
That's so messed up.
Oh boy, that's even more messed up. God. Ew.
I hate Pride so much.
Yep. Well,
Devoured him.
he's at full power
One
now.
of his own kind.
Oh boy.
This should make things much easier. I can practically smell every movement you make. I could do without the ravenous hunger, but I suppose I'll just have to see it. Oh, wait.
Whoa. His eyes. Are they always like that?
It's a different color, I think, now.
Hohenheim.
Right,
Oh!
Hohenheim, get over here! It's gotta be over
He
now.
heard it. He heard it.
That's the episode. Damn! I'm gonna look if there's an after credit.
Oh fuck.
Oh yeah.
We've
yeah.
Mustang's gathered his subordinates and is sneaking around.
Mustang's got to have something to do with the Fuhrer's train. Hell, he's probably the one behind the Ishvalans pouring into the city. I doubt that it's a coincidence.
Oh God.
So where do we find him? You're all more experienced with the way this Mustang character operates than I am. What would you predict to be his next plan of action?
Olivier, you should speak up at this point.
And lie.
Yes,
Please.
exactly.
Well, I would most likely take the Fuhrer's wife as a hostage.
Why bother doing such a thing? He must know that's futile. So he's going to take a pointless hostage and make sure that he's branded as a traitor. Even further proof that humans are relentlessly ridiculous creatures.
Who dat? Wow. Right on the money. No shot.
Hey! Move your vehicle.
Judo chop!
Right, Mustang?
Wow. She was on the money.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sorry to harass you at such a late hour. My apologies.
What's going on, Lieutenant? Why would you do something like this?
Please forgive us for startling you like this. I need you to come with me, Madam Fuhrer. We have no intention of harming you.
Oh no! This is bad.
Please, it's important.
Follow the genius. The man with the plan.
Why would the leader of the nation's home be that far away from the nation?
Why would
That's a little
Batman be
odd.
so far from the city?
Their home's not that far.
Huh?
It's in the city.
No, they were just heading to her home. They were leaving Central.
We sure they were going to the house?
I thought they were going to the city.
No. The way the car was facing, the sign said Central, 1.5 miles.
Maybe she was on
They
vacation.
were leaving. I don't know.
Maybe they weren't going home.
I just don't know if they were going to the house. I get that they were leaving Central. Was at any point they showed their house? Or?
I think they're in the city because when they got attacked by...
Right, isn't their house have walls around it?
They're
Their
not
house
even
is at Central.
It is?
Yeah, not
Okay.
even. I was gonna say
Then
not
where
even
was she
that.
going?
When Ling and / Greed go out the window, they're in city territory. When he's like escaping, there are buildings all over that he's
Yeah,
jumping.
that's the
from.
same place where Ed and Al had the multiple awkward meetings
Yeah.
with the Fuhrer.
Yeah.
Their home is in the
Okay.
center.
They probably just got a
Just
schedule
wonder where
of
she was
like.
going.
They probably got like her schedule of what she does during the weekend.
Okay.
Chose a time that she was out with her friends or doing work. I don't know. That
It would make
was-
sense because Salim is not home.
Yeah, it was the perfect time too. Well, I don't know how they would
Wait,
know about
then
that, but.
At the same time, the Fuhrer's not home, so I don't know. Maybe they have nannies. I don't know. I'm looking into stuff I don't think should be gleaned in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that like the richest family in the world, the mom doesn't need to watch the kid 24/7.
I don't know. Just how she thinks of him. She's his pride and joy.
Lacking the joy part, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Episode 48. Oh my gosh, I feel like this was another like fastest episode I've ever seen. Maybe even faster than that one episode we watched like last viewing.
Yeah.
I felt like I sat here for 3 minutes this time, even less than the other. Great episode though. Lan Fan kicking ass right off the bat. I'm so sorry that we forgot you right off the bat.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, there's so much stuff happening, but she got like main character treatment out of nowhere, so it's excusable. But now I have to put some respect on her name.
That's
7
what we
months of
started with.
waiting, but only 1 month in.
Yeah.
Kicking ass, better than Ed, better than
everybody.
Everyone, really.
Yeah.
But they pulled up and did some clutch things. I mean, she took out Gluttony.
Multiple times. Easily cut
Couldn't
him
even.
down.
I mean, there was that one shot where Gluttony was standing there, looked behind him, and Ling's like slowly like running, and she's like, appear on screen, boom, across the screen.
Yeah, she's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then
the great Chinese warrior,
Mr. Fu Manchu, bringing the coolest grenades. Probably the coolest moment in the episode was his like reveal the flash grenade that like stayed up there for a minute straight.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know
like
if it was
his
supposed to be that
introduction to
long,
this
but-
episode. It's just his mask.
Yeah,
That's-
through the shadow.
That was cool.
Well, you know what was cool about that? When he appeared in front of Ed, Ed goes, I can barely see you, but the shot is like very visibly them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was just to show that that's how dark it is. That
Chi.
he's like emerging out of the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it?
Oh, rest in peace to Gluttony.
Again.
It's sad to watch him, but it is like one of those things like, any criminal.
He's a monster.
Like when their time comes, they start to do their pleading case, and it's like, oh yeah, they murdered.
He is a monster. I don't absolve anything that he's done in his life, but the fact that he's like a whimpering like 3-year-old, I feel bad. It makes me feel bad for him.
I'm just happy he's out of the picture though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Though I think the most disturbing thing was everything to do with him getting ripped apart this episode from the headpiece that we mentioned was just so. I didn't think that's what was happening until you mentioned it. I was like, yeah, she did slice right up through.
Yeah.
And if I was her, I'd be going right for the head and trying to get him out. But then I think even what was worse was seeing his innards like clean slated across when he was bit in half by the shadow crocodile.
Yeah, his spine and organs.
His lower half just fell on the bottom. It looks like those cartoon turkey legs that you see in like animations.
Yeah.
Or there's a single bone just poking through.
And they're just like digging at the philosopher's stone.
That was disgusting.
Yuck.
I think this is the bloodiest episode we've had yet.
It's one of them. It's one of the more graphic we've gotten.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially at the beginning when Lan Fan was cutting him off. She cut his arm off and it was just a waterfall of blood.
I mean, there have been jarring things in the show. Like, Nina Tucker was pretty messed up.
Mm-hmm.
The shooting of that girl during the Ishvalan episode was pretty graphic.
Yeah.
All things considered, even though they didn't really, they did the negative effect for it.
But they still executed them in public. We got to see that.
Alex being a part of that was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
That was a dark
The
scene.
transmutation of their mom.
That's
yeah.
very graphic.
That was definitely,
Speaking of, because I don't know if we'll ever bring that up again, I was wondering the other day, remember the episode where they go and dig up the grave?
And they find out it's not her.
Yeah, was it? Okay, that's what I was asking. Was that Al? Was that Al's body that ended up?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a version of Al. Remember Al's like perspective. When he starts to remember everything, he remembers seeing Ed crying with a bloody leg in front of him, like he was in the circle.
And he tried to reach out for him.
Because he essentially transmutated Al's soul got transmutated into whatever the fuck the body was that they made.
Okay, I was wondering that last recording, but I didn't want to bring it up and have people annoyed. So when you said that, I was like, okay, now's the time.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I didn't say anything because I don't really know.
Yeah, it was confusing, and I kind of felt like there was Fullmetal cough. You hear this? You hear this? Just every time.
Every episode.
It's not even when I'm eating snacks. It's just always. It's only this show.
I'm gonna take a sip.
I also nervous eat for this show too. Like I get like these like desires to like have when you're nervous you get popcorn for a movie. I feel the need specifically with this show, just because there are so many people that are potentially going to be removed from the show, and there's a lot of cool characters too.
Yeah.
This is a big cast.
It's a big cast. Big casts are so much better to me.
Yeah.
Than like small casts, unless like the writing is perfect.
Yeah.
Like Arcane. Go check out Arcane.
But yeah, this episode specifically was pretty graphic.
Very graphic. Big focus in the nighttime fight was really cool. I really don't like Salim at all.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing redeemable about that demon. I mean, some of them are entertaining. Like, if I think I had to rate them, it's like Fuhrer, Greed.
Don't say it.
Sloth.
Okay.
Envy. I mean, Lust is okay. She's cute. That's about it. Lust. Gluttony. Salim.
I love that. Did you see that as he said lust, he's doing this?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Unintentionally. Unintentionally. Yeah, so, I mean...
It's funny because she was, like, your favorite at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's been time to,
He
like,
wants to
progress. No. Maybe. I don't know. But Greed's really cool. He's moved up in the ranks. I think it's mostly because it's Ling. Also, Matthew Mercer is fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a fun charisma about the guy. I like the ambition side. Fuhrer's the best for me.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's freaking Fuhrer.
Yeah.
He's scary as hell. I like that he's, like, not too scared even. I mean, he's rarely scared. There's only been one moment ever when Greed talked on the rooftop, and he was like,
Yeah.
so
He's taking it back.
That's about the only time I think it was startled. Even when he came into the room with his wife and Salim, like not phased, fought Link / Greed, kicked his ass right out the window.
Yeah.
I mean, Salim is also like badass in the term of there is no emotion when fighting, but the Fuhrer just sells it better.
Mm-hmm.
Kid versus man with a mustache. Adam, which one are we going with?
Mustache.
Exactly.
The mustache.
And the eye patch. Don't forget the eye patch.
He's a pirate. And just on that note too, because they brought up with Roy Mustang's section, which I guess we could talk about first, because that's like a side part of the story, is like the whereabouts of the Fuhrer. He's not dead, but the most exciting part is trying to figure out where he will reemerge.
Yeah.
And that's like what's been on my mind is like, who is gonna get done dirty? Because when he comes back, people are gonna get done dirty. I've really been.
Somebody's gonna die.
I've been
Like,
feeling
gotta die
this. The
first.
whole reason I even came up with the list of who's gonna die before the last 10 episodes was because of attacking the Fuhrer first. I mean, he's called Wrath for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
God brings wrath to the people and judges them. And I feel like he might be judging a lot of people. And what's really exciting about this too, I mean, we might not get what I want, but like, he is in proximity to all the soldiers, so I feel like whoever becomes turncoat with, whether it's, what's his name, Grumman, that is the worst name ever. When you said that today, and I was like, I've been like memeing it in my head, I think of like a little troll saying, Grumman.
Well, he does dress up like an old woman.
Yeah. He is very...
Somehow makes his mustache disappear.
He like pulls it. It's one of those bendable ones, like your long mustache you can bend in, and then he just tapes it up and paints it over.
Or he just shaves it off and it grows back in a day.
Wow. Wish I had that.
But just it depends on where Fuhrer is, but it'd be crazy if like he reemerges where like an army of the turncoats are, because I could just see him like running through like Bloodfield.
I mean, he works Greed's crew like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know
I think
what
I'd prefer that.
Yeah.
If you're saying he's gonna reemerge where Grumman is, your boy's there too.
Like
Miles is there.
When it comes to stakes in the show, there are stakes in the show, but when Ed and Alphonse are present on screen, I know they are always safe because the story centralizes around them. So I'm not too worried when they're on screen. Like, yeah, one can get impaled and lose 50 years of his life or whatever it is, but like, you can't have them not in the story because the whole thing's about them. So it's okay. I don't have to worry about the stakes for that. But what I focus on is like their family, their friends, who in this will not be able to be so fortunate. So that's where the exciting portion is. So I get really excited when the Lion is going up against Salim, because I don't know if we're going to have any more Lion when he goes up against him.
Yeah.
I thought he was done today, just like I thought he was done last week. And that really gets me invested because those deaths, they don't fall on Ed and Al, but a lot of this has to do with them. So how will they react to that?
Yeah.
How will that push whoever goes forward? Like, Mustang's not dying, but like, who of his glizzy comrades will get off?
Say that.
Say that.
So we only know of a couple guarantees that the enemy team needs really alive.
He even said during his speech, "Don't die." So
he told them not.
Yeah, he told them.
Yeah, he told them. Not many of them are going to be able to live up to their promise.
The only thing he
How
said
will that
is,
push him?
when I'm Fuhrer.
Yeah.
What if he's like honorary Fuhrer? Like Hughes is like honorary brigadier general. What was he? What did he get? Colonel? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I can't remember what his rank is now. But Salim did eat gluttony, and he has gluttony's abilities as well.
That's really cool that they can do that. I wondered about that the second when he did I wanted to say it, but I was so engaged. He goes, and I go, I thought to myself, why did he do that? Because that's a gluttony thing. It's like he could almost start to become gluttony before it. Like the drive hit him, and then he knew that was it. Like he felt gluttony, which is crazy. Because the father kind of I was wondering that because the father consumed greed for a time. He consumed the gel.
Yeah, when he turned him back into a philosopher's stone, he drank the liquid.
And you would think he regained greed until he needed to make a new one. So what happens when pride gets gluttonous?
So that is actually extremely interesting. How is father not lustful? Because there's no lust.
Lust is dead. He
I know.
He didn't.
Oh,
He
you're
didn't
right.
take him back.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
No, it's fine. I was wondering about that too. I guess the Lust isn't coming back. Damn. But shouldn't that just? I mean, like, does that mean if you kill all the sinlings, then he's just a sinless person,
Right?
Void of like any of those.
How does lust just not reappear?
Human traits. Then he's just nothing. Is that why he's in a chair doing nothing all the time? Because he has nothing to lead him anywhere. Because like greed. I don't know. Greed leads.
Right, like
greed leads to ambition.
He drank.
Lust leads to.
He drank greed. How did he not get super
lusting
greedy?
of something. Gluttonous leads to a desire to be filled, in some capacity. And wrath, you take out your wrath. Wrath is gonna get his sin filled soon.
He's gonna be able to finally use that ability.
Yeah, man, that's what I want. I want him to unleash it. But the fight overall was cool. I love the bit with the flashbang, like I said.
I don't think it was supposed to be that long. I think it's slow.
It was just slow, like anime. Anime
it was just
stuff.
a slow mo thing.
Okay.
Because
he was talking to the ape, and it felt like that moment was lasting forever.
Well, because he goes like. I forgot the ape's name, but he's like, dude, get over there.
He just said gorilla.
Oh, gorilla.
Yeah.
Gorilla, you gotta do it. But the gorilla, he's like, I got it.
Yeah.
But that's good that they got Al. That was really smart. That was really smart on their behalf. I was worried that there was going to be some of the shadows still inside the armor and just chuck a grenade inside.
Well, we don't know. Gorilla's in pure darkness with Alphonse's body and Hohenheim.
I don't know. Maybe now it's
Why didn't Hohenheim get out there?
The fucker just sitting on the sidelines.
I want to see does Hohenheim have any abilities other than...
That's what I'm wondering.
Like, is his alchemy 10 times better? Like, how is he going to be?
He can make blood seeds come out of his chest.
I mean, his aura is like dwarf.
Yeah, they said it was dwarf compared to the other ones.
It dwarfs the other ones.
It dwarfs the other ones.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So. Did he have to do the hand thing when he was down the sewers in Lior?
No, he just started walking.
He's one of the naturals, the ones that don't have to do it. Does
Like
that
when
mean
you're saying he made the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just started walking. He was
Does that
holding a
mean he's
lantern.
been to the truth realm too?
Isn't that like the whole? You saw him get torn apart.
That was like one of the bits in the earlier section of the show. Is like if you don't have to do the hand signal, or
you've seen truth.
Yeah, you've seen truth. Yes, he was part of like the transmutation circle.
Right.
Okay.
You watched him and the dwarf and the Flash deteriorate together.
I couldn't remember. Yeah, that's true.
So the whole way you do it is doing transmutation circles, or doing the like human transmutation, or the like dwarf truth.
I completely forgot about
dwarf truth. Yeah.
I know we brought up last recording, but I completely forgot about like the reverse circle that they discovered with the 5 pieces.
Yeah,
that's
I
what
really
Al
do
has.
wonder how it's gonna play.
Yeah. But we got a long way to go with that. With Roy, who confirmed with what we found out to be his foster mother, that Salim has been alive for like at least like 50 plus years.
Yeah.
One of those pictures was 1855, and it's the year 1914.
Yeah.
I wonder if he fought in the war.
Nah.
Maybe.
No, he's probably, his whole job is protect the circle, you know? So that's all he's been doing.
Sure, that's too
How
far.
does his mom not notice that this child is not aging?
I have to imagine when it comes to her,
she's been filled in the loop somehow, at least a little bit.
And and Adam, remember, that's not her legit son.
Yeah,
it's Raph's legit son.
Maybe that's just like the what they've made him look like, or sorry, not made him look like that. Maybe that's just the role he's playing for now, is like be the son for this couple. Maybe he just hit around and pretend to be different generals' sons.
That's what she said.
Following him to war. Yeah,
exactly. That's what Madam Christmas said, is that he was with different officials every time
in those pictures,
just pretending to be someone else's child, someone else's.
Have they said how long Raph has been the Fuhrer?
I thought he was I thought he was like the past 50 years.
Yeah, was it not like 60 years?
I think it hasn't been that long because he's
a more fresh homunculus for sure.
If you know, leave a comment.
I mean, it's less than 50 because no one suspected, like he like rose the ranks and like grew up. Because remember, he was a kid when he he's not like the other homunculuses that age. You know what I mean? Remember, he's a teenager when he gets laid on that bench.
I think he's 50 as a person his lifespan. Because when they brought Greed, the first Greed, to that lair,
he was like, I
don't recognize you. And he's like, well, I'm a younger guy. I'm
right.
only 50 years old, so I'm a newer homunculus, so you wouldn't recognize me.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, when he was a kid when it's not like Gluttony's going to be the same fucking. He's going to look the same 100 years now, 200 years prior. Mm-hmm. Whereas like Wrath is like aging. I don't know how it works, but
I wonder like for just like us, Gluttony's so jarring, but like to a regular human walking around this world, and if it was live action, what does Gluttony look like? Like, how does he appear to the average human? Like, if he had to blend in, put on like a trench coat, would people find him odd looking? Would he just look like a video game character walking around, like a Mario with big cheeks and a big head? Disproportional.
In fairness, he's not like out and about.
He's not, but that's why I wonder, like.
Probably he looks like fucking insane.
Because all the other ones look relatively, like, passable. Lust is, like, too good for society.
We've definitely brought up the question, do we think the majority of them were human and then turned into it? Or is it mainly just the ones we've seen?
Well, that's a great question, too. What the hell... Who was Gluttony before this? Who the hell would Sloth be before this?
I think that... Because we have talked about this, but, like...
how does a normal person in real life
perceive Sloth?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
He literally is like a giant. Like, he literally is like...
That's not
9 feet tall.
You can't say a bodybuilder. No, it's worse.
Well...
Armstrong's pretty insane, too. And
that's a bodybuilder.
And Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, like, Envy can transform themselves however they want. Gluttony and Sloth are the same. Like, Gluttony, we've seen 2 iterations of Gluttony, so I don't even...
the same.
Like, I think that, like... Sloth...
Like certain ones,
like
have
certain
look.
of them ones are just things, while others have to be like humanoid or taken in by a human, at least.
I even wondered about that with like Salim. Salim is the oldest homunculus.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know the origins of why it's a kid.
He's the first homunculus, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
why is it like a kid for a design? Like, who is this child to Father? Because Father would have realistically been the one to create him, right? So, like...
I mean, he might have just made it as a kid to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is that this whole country was formed by Father, essentially. Like, they took over and did this on their own, so maybe...
Like, did you just find a kid in the street and be like, alright, this will work?
Well, it could be the different stages of a human. You have pride as a child, envy kind of looks like a teen, adolescent, lust... just a woman, a female.
Yeah, I just
out of all things,
but no one
all
wants to
things
expect the kid.
Yeah, I know. I think what he's saying is like they're supposed to resemble like certain aspects of human development.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think pride would be like the first thing as a kid or like a
well,
child. That's
how you
pretty...
start out as a human, as a kid, a baby. Technically.
No, I know. I'm just saying I don't know how pride would correlate to that because as a like a growing baby to teenager, I don't think like many
prideful.
kids. No, like I don't think they really know to be prideful, you know?
Yeah.
No.
I'd say teenage years it's like lust or like young adult lust and gluttony is like universal. Gluttony would be the baby. He acts like a baby mentally.
Yeah.
Because every single person that comes out of the womb wants to eat and cry and complain. But...
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry, just on the episode Fu Manchu, we talked about
Lan Fan. We didn't talk about
Mustang. Yep.
Yeah, but so like he
has a plan.
Faked his death.
Yeah, he's like faking his death, but they know that he's on the run and he's met up with his team. He got his foster mom out of town.
All the strippers are in paradise.
Yes.
We're gonna be going there.
No, we will not.
I will.
That is where the Fuhrer shows up. He fell down the river and the plumbing system leads to like the tubs. He's just like, what the hell? Roy Mustang's in there with his wife. What the hell? This is not what I thought the plan was.
Yeah.
But he's going. I'm really surprised. I wonder how Olivier, of all things, was able to come up with that answer. Was it like a tip off so that we can capture Father or Sloth or somebody? Or get more officials in captivity? Like, how the hell, of all things, would Olivier going to be like, oh yes, out of the 1,000 possibilities?
They're on the same team. They've been discussing the plan the whole time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So is it like?
But they've been discussing the plan, so she knows.
Yeah, so she's tipping him off, is what I'm saying. She's telling the truth to Father, but it's probably going to be a ploy to get whoever Father sends out to be tricked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boom.
Or to separate and, or to, like, get the whole... They have... Theoretically, there should be room for a whole, battalion or whatever in the house. In the house, so...
Armstrong Mansion. No! That's where the Fuhrer is going to show up. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be exciting.
But yeah. Did anything else happen?
We brought up Pride 8.
Yeah, we did.
We just didn't know. I just didn't know where or what will become of the consumption of that.
How cool is that? The mouth in the back.
The mouth in the back.
When he was moving his squiggly fingers towards him, and a mouth just opened up behind Pride and it lunged at him.
Well, I would say Pride looked really cool this episode as a whole. All the different versions of him appearing or reappearing, and also once again just being a part of Alphonse is really cool. I liked that it was one eye here, three eyes over here.
That was really cool.
And then, of course, throughout the neck. The eyes appear everywhere. Bob.
His whole shadow form is like Helsing.
Even the squinched eyes down at the bottom of the feet, like giving the dirty look behind Alphonse was really cool.
Yeah.
He's a really unique design, a really creepy design.
Yeah. Very uneasy.
So it's fun to look at, and I want it dead. Maybe next episode.
Yes.
So...
If you like this reaction, make sure you leave a like, hit the subscription button. We're on the road to 50K, and if you just love us, hit the subscription button. If you want to see the show 1 week in advance, check it out on the Patreon, and we'll see you in the next one. Punch it!
Blah!